Hi everyone, this is Nick Angelides with DNA Photography, and I'm doing an unboxing. We normally don't do these things, but this has been an item that it's really been difficult to get in the industry. We finally got our hands on it, and we kind of have a pointer to give to you if you're trying to get it a little bit sooner and you're having difficulties with it. Boom! Here it is, folks. The Nikon Z9, their new flagship mirrorless camera. This thing is a beast, and if you're on a waiting list, it's because I think everybody and their brother is on a waiting list to get this, and it's really, really difficult. And as I'm unboxing, I'll kind of give you a pointer or two that might help you get yours a little bit sooner. So, without any more delay, let's open up and see what's inside of this box. As you can see, it has the beautiful Z9 logo here. Yes, very beautiful. This bad boy is a 45.7 megapixel file taker. So if you need some storage to hold these bad boys, these files are huge. You can downsize them. There are a couple options, but the fact that they are that big, just make sure you have a good system to handle files, especially if you're shooting weddings or stuff. That's a lot of files to be handling. So, in true fashion, we've got the Nikon sub-departments for everything here. And let me just kind of slide this to the side, and you've got your, in case you didn't know, the Nikon Z9, to make things a little challenging, they gave you a new battery. So you can't get away using the old Z6 or Z7 battery, which would be nice. And based on this here, this charger, this is pretty large, so this is going to be a big battery, people. But they say it lasts much longer than the Z6 and the Z7. The Z6 II, which I have, it lasts for about 500 images during my weddings, and I need to recharge. This new one is supposed to last around 800, and usually that's a low estimate, so it's probably going to even be higher than that. We've got the coveted Nikon strap. Yes, not that I use them because I have a black rapid strap, which I use, but again, you've got the strap. You have this adapter here, which is probably to directly charge your Nikon. So in case you are remote or something, you have this little adapter piece here. Beautiful. And digging in here, here's the battery itself. And this battery is not cheap. We bought a backup battery just because I'm always afraid of losing battery during a wedding. But this guy here, this is a 10.8 volt 3300 MPH 36 watts. So made in Japan, like I said, good for about 800. And we did buy a spare just because I don't want to be that guy. So this is the EL18D. I think there's another Nikon with maybe the D6 or something that takes this battery as well. I'm not sure, I don't have that battery, but I think something else does use this. But anyway, buy a spare battery. Don't be caught. Don't be going through like Yellowstone National Park and find you're short on battery life and you start crying. Adapter cord. Alright, so that's that. And then of course, boom, here's the big boy. Let me remove this here. There's a manual in here too, I believe, but actually they might have done away with the manuals. I think one of them are, here they are, I took them out. So Z9 manuals. There is a book called Master the Z9. It's not out yet, but it's an amazing book by Rocky Nook. They do it every time Nikon puts out a new camera. Not out yet, probably because it's fairly new of a camera, but when it comes out, I will be getting my hands on that as well. And the warranty, make sure you fill that out. So as I'm unveiling this here and opening this up, I was on a waiting list for a long time through my local camera shop, and it was just taking forever. And so I was probably like 15 deep. And then I joined NPS, which is Nikon Professional Services. And by doing that, you have to sign this application, show where you get published, and show where you're affiliated. They then approve it, hopefully approve it, and you get it back, and it puts you to the front of a line of a waiting list that you're supposed to be on. So for this camera here, I purchased it through Adorama, called up my Adorama, I guess my liaison, because I'm a Adorama preferred customer. And she took my Nikon number, fed it to Nikon, and then was able to expedite this. And after I did that, it was like 2 weeks and I got it. So man, I wish I would have done that before. I have heard people buying this from, you know, stores like Best Buy in various places in the United States and actually getting a pretty quick turnaround on it. So that's amazing. But make sure that if you're on a waiting list or not, you do know what you're spending. This is over $5,500. With taxes, it ends up being like $5,800. So they don't take the money until you actually receive the product. But be aware that when this does come, it comes with a price tag. So here is the beauty. As you can see, it has a built-in vertical grip, which I like for my portraits and weddings. It's not a light camera. This is probably it is the heaviest camera that Nikon has for the mirrorless bodies. But it's a beaut. It's a nice big LCD screen in the back, which I'm hoping to give a run for its money because for the most part I use the electronic viewfinder. But in those tight, uncomfortable positions, especially like shooting sports and stuff, I'm at a low angle. They're saying you can trust the eye tracking on this much, much more. The top LCD screen is actually pretty big as well. I'm not sure, it might be too far for the camera to see, but that's a good size block. That's bigger than the Z6, I can tell you that right now. And in all true pro line cameras for Nikon, you've got your button switch mode here, which I like. You've got the push down button to rotate here as well. That's same as always. I like the circular viewfinder opposed to some of the Nikon square ones. I don't know, for some reason I wear glasses and this just always seems to work out a lot better. And of course you've got the Z mount here, so if you have additional lenses like from the F mount or Tamron or Sigma that fit the Nikon F mount, you can buy the Z adapter for it. There's an old one and there's a newer one. The newer one doesn't have a little nubby on it that drives me crazy. The cool part here, I'm going to put the battery in here. I'm hoping this works. So it's got a side battery mount. The cover actually just comes off. I wasn't expecting that. I thought maybe it'd be a hinge, but yeah, 2 pieces. So be careful. You don't want to lose that because that could just pop right off. If you're in a sandy beach area or a low tide, yeah, you don't want to mess around with that. So. Alright, so let me open up the battery here, and typically they don't come fully charged, but let's hope that there's enough juice in here just to throw some power at this. Slides right in. I did buy an L bracket for this because of the orientation in which we shoot. So make sure that when you are buying an L bracket, that when it meets here, that you're able to get to all your power cords here and your battery. Otherwise, you're stuck with removing that plate to take these things out. Kind of a pain. So, here we go. Powered on. Boom. So, yes, viewfinder works fine. It's got 493 autofocus points, which I believe is the highest for the mirrorless bodies yet. So, a lot of focal points. The eye tracking is supposed to be stellar. So I'm hoping to like get my kids around and trying to lose the focus and see. That's for another day. This is just an unboxing right now, so I won't get too much nerdy into all that stuff right now. But that's basically it, folks. So this is the Nikon Z9, the coveted camera. I'm so excited to make some true magic with this. It's got multiple function buttons, which I like, and if you got small hands, you might struggle a little bit. This is kind of a deep pocket, which I like, but it's a deep pocket, so to easily get to these function buttons, you really need to reach a little bit for it. But I like the nice grip. Some of the other ones, the grip were so small that I felt like it was a toy. This does not feel like a toy in my hand. And if you're a hiker, this is, like I said, it's got some weight. It's going to add some weight to your bag for sure, so make sure you have a light monopod because you want to reduce the weight as much as possible. But this is a tank, but we wanted a tank, so this is perfect. I think that about covers it for right now, folks. I'm hoping to get out there and get some quick shots, do a little light test, a little sensor test. This I haven't seen happen yet or work yet, but apparently I don't know how it works. But there's a way where now you can see the sensor, but there's supposed to be a way that it has a guard that comes up that protects when you take off your lenses in the field, but you might have to activate that because as of right now I remove it and I can see it, so apparently it's something I need to turn on, but I will definitely dabble with that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll make this quick and short, but Nikon Z9, here it is. Become a Nikon professional service member and get yours a little bit sooner. But thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys soon. This is DNA, and make sure that you guys leave your mark. Thanks, guys. Bye.